And the Oscar goes to... Bowling for Columbine, Michael Moore and Michael Donovan!
This is the first Academy Award and nomination for Michael Moore.
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore.
The People's Comedian, Michael Moore.
Do you know who Michael Moore is?
No.
Yes, you do.
He's the guy that makes those documentaries. Yeah.
People are connected with their hometown in many different ways. In Michael Moore's case, it's where his passion for film took off. Born on April 23, 1954, Michael Moore was born and raised in Flint, Michigan. It's where he studied journalism at the University of Michigan-Flint and found his passion for filmmaking before releasing his first and very successful documentary, Roger and Me.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this on? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
We're rolling.
Hi, I'm Michael Moore. In my hometown of Flint, Michigan, General Motors closed the factories and put 30,000 people out of work. To raise their spirits, I made this movie.
Fire Roger Smith!
Do you know of any Michael Moore's work?
He came up with the phrase "drain the swamp."
No.
Yeah.
The success of this film launched his career as one of America's best-known and most controversial documentarians. He has produced a string of documentary films and TV series predominantly about the same subject: attacks on corrupt politicians and greedy business corporations.
I guess I was tired of seeing people like Lila Lipscomb suffer, especially when, out of the 535 members of Congress, only one had an enlisted son in Iraq.
You have kids?
Yeah.
Is there any way we can get them to enlist and go over there and help out with the effort? Got all the brochures. And
one of them's got 2 children.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, there's not many congressmen that have got kids over there. In fact, only one. You know, so we just thought maybe, you know, you guys should send your kids there first.
That's right.
What do you think about that idea?
I don't disagree with it.
Oh, you don't?
No.
All right. Oh, good. Well, here, take some brochures then. Here, at least take a Marine brochure.
I think, yeah.
And pass it around.
Yeah. Well,
encourage fellow members that, you know, if they're for the war, to get behind it.
It was time to confront Roger face to face. Posing as a GM stockholder, I got into the annual GM shareholders meeting. I sat patiently as dozens of stockholders aired their grievances to the board. Finally, it was my turn at the mic.
Microphone number 40. Is somebody that has not had an opportunity to speak yet?
Mr. Chairman, I have Mr. Michael Moore, a stockholder from Flint, Michigan.
Mr. Gilbert, I wonder if you'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Chairman?
I think we've answered all the questions of the people. I think everyone has had a turn at the mic.
I have one question.
All right, moved and adjourned. Thank you all very much. You've been a great audience.
But sometimes opinions aren't the most popular with the public.
We live in a time where we have a man sending us to war for fictitious reasons, whether it's the fictitious of duct tape or the fictitious of orange alerts. We are against this war, Mr. Bush. Shame on you, Mr. Bush. Shame on you. And anytime you've got the Pope and the Dixie Chicks against you, your time is up.
That's what you are to me. You are the people's comedian.
Wow.
Not in a North Korean way, I mean. Yeah, right. Tribune of the people, and you have done it again, Maestro. I don't know how you keep doing it. You know, you do what journalism should do, which is you make what's important interesting.
Yeah.
And compelling, and you can't take your eyes off it. And this movie, first of all, the title.
The most important part of Michael Moore's documentaries that stands out from the others is the humor.
And for the next 8 months, it didn't get any better for George W. Bush. He couldn't get his judges appointed. He had trouble getting his legislation passed, and he lost Republican control of the Senate. His approval ratings in the polls began to sink. He was already beginning to look like a lame duck president, With everything going wrong, he did what any of us would do. He went on vacation. I couldn't believe that virtually no member of Congress had read the Patriot Act before voting on it. So I decided the only patriotic thing to do was for me to read it to them.
Members of Congress, this is Michael Moore. I would like to read to you the USA Patriot Act. Section 1, Section 210 of this code reads as follows. Section 2713.
These days, it seems like when a police officer sees a black person, they see a monster. And every time he sees a black person holding something, he sees a gun. One night last year, 4 New York City police officers saw the same thing at the same exact moment. They shot and killed Amadou Diallo by firing 41 bullets because they all saw a gun in his hand. But once again, it wasn't a gun. This time, it was a wallet. A wallet? Time to make the streets safe again.
Attention, attention. The New York City Police have a difficult time distinguishing between a gun and a wallet. Please come and exchange your black wallets for this beautiful day-glow orange wallet that no policeman will mistake for a gun. Step right up here with your black wallets. Black wallets out invisible so I can see them. Thank you. Day-glow orange. Trade them in for day-glow orange. Help out the police who don't know the difference. There you go.
Well, the wallets were a start, but there was still much work to be done. Thousands of African Americans were still walking the streets holding house keys.
See, that looks like a gun.
No matter your political stance, I think we can all agree that Michael Moore makes great documentaries. He has the power to bring each of us together and reflect on today's issues with his own compelling style of film. And it doesn't seem like his days of filmmaking are going to end soon.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, "Fool me once, shame on you." If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
For once, we agreed.